Morning, y'all. So today we're going to start with a meditation. We're going to do a sequence today that focuses on the human energy field. So the practices we're going to do today are meant to gradually open us up to the awareness and experience of our being, not just as a physical body, but as having an energetic field. So we're going to do a lot of practices that bring our awareness into the field and open up that consciousness. So let's start in a seated posture in a meditation. So get your body comfortable. I'm going to invite you to lengthen your spine. And you can close your eyes or keep your eyes open. It's up to you. If you do one or the other frequently, try doing the other. Just experiment. Now, if your eyes are open, I would like you to start by softening the gaze and opening up your peripheral vision. So even though the eyes are steady forward, the eyes are unfocused and the focus is soft. If your eyes are closed, since your visual sense is shut off, please tune into your kinesthetic sense, your felt sense. And just relax that felt sense so you're feeling more than just the body. You're feeling the space around the body and you're dropping into a more spacious consciousness or experience. Now, if you have a hard time doing that, there's several things you could do. Again, if your eyes are open, open up the corners of your vision. Imagine also seeing behind you in all directions simultaneously. If your eyes are closed, you can tune into sound and open up your spatial awareness by looking for and tracking sound in all the different directions. And stay with that. Now for some of you, if you find that to be very difficult, you can actually skip that for the moment and come to the breath or something familiar like the body sense and anchor your awareness there. If you're able to hold that more open, global, spacious awareness, try doing that and holding that. Okay, from there, we'll all meet up in the midline and just begin to feel the center line of the body. And I'm going to have you extend the arms out to the sides like this and take the palms and face them towards the ground. And I'd like you to all bring your awareness towards the floor, towards the ground. So now you're being conscious of the downward direction or vector. Just breathing and staying with that. On your exhale, see if you can relax the body in towards the ground and open up a more expansive awareness of the floor. Next, now bring the arms up and place the palms facing towards the body, towards the chest, in front of the heart and chest area. And I'd like you to place your awareness not on the body so much, but more on the space around the body, space in between the hands and the body. And then from there, turn your palms facing out to the sides. And again, expand the awareness out into the space around the body. If that's really challenging or feels imbalancing or uncomfortable for you, instead what I would invite you to do is close your eyes maybe and bring awareness into the space inside the body. So imagine that the inner body is hollow, or that the body is composed of atoms, which mostly are empty space. You're dropping your awareness deep down into that atomic level, to that level where you find empty space in the body. Now take your arms overhead, turn the palms facing up, look up slightly. Take a couple breaths here, just softening and relaxing the body into the posture. And see if you can feel the space above the body, above the crown. And then slowly turn the palms down and bring the hands down, guiding the awareness and energy back down to the lower belly, to the dantian, and hold there. So now awareness is in the lower abdominal area, region, and see if you can also be aware of the space in between the hands and the belly. All right, let's bring the hands together in front of the heart and feel the midline and feel the space from the pelvic floor all the way to the crown. Take a breath or two into the center line. Please connect with your intention if you like. Why are you here today? What are you calling into your practice? Beautiful. And we'll do a bow in to begin. Welcome. Let's come up to a standing position. And we're going to start off by just loosening up the body, so shaking. Now, as you're shaking here, if your eyes are closed, tune into the body, find the body, feel your body. Bend and straighten the knees rapidly. You shake the tension from the body out into the space around the body. Imagine the tension is discharging and releasing from the body into the space around it, and it's also sinking down into the ground. We're shaking it out. Take a slow, deep breath in, and as you exhale, make a sound. And keep making the sound, and imagine when you make the sound, you're vibrating and resonating the body, and the vibration is pushing and shaking the tension off from the body and releasing it. Keep going. Stay aware of the whole body as you make sound, as you continue to shake. Again. Couple more rounds of breath. Great, all right. Shake the legs out. And let's do trembling horse. So starting from the wrists and palms, shake the wrists. Move up into the forearms, up into the shoulders, and work your way down. Rib cage, hips, thighs, and calves. Again, from the wrists, elbows into the shoulders, down towards the rib cage, hips, thighs, and calves. Wrists, forearms, shoulders, rib cage, hips, thighs, and calves. Keep going. One more time. Nice. Inhale, bring the arms up. Open the ribs, exhale, drop, bend the knees, let the arms swing. Shake the arms out. Again, inhale, lift, exhale, drop. Inhale, open the ribs, fill up the lungs, exhale, release. Inhale. And exhale, drop the arms and shake and release. Keep going. And last one. Inhale and exhale. Okay, let's twist. Rotate the spine, shift the weight from one leg to the other. Lean the weight from one leg to the other as you turn the body, twist, turn the neck and head. Turn the spine. Now if your balance is good, close your eyes, tune into the spine. Gently massage the spine through the movement. Remember to bring a little extra focus, a bit more focus onto the upper back, mid-spine, and the neck. And rotate through the mid-spine, upper back, massage that mid-spine, upper back through the movement. Take a slow breath in and exhale. And relax. Let's open the joints. So I'm leaning forward as I'm reaching the arms back and bringing the spine back up as I bring the arms forward. Rotating wrists, elbows, and shoulders. And reverse. Turn and pull back. And reach through. Good. Opening the chest. And release. Shake the arms out. Arms out to the sides. Wrist cocked. Drop the chin. Roll the neck and head from one side to the other. And while you're at it, roll the wrists. Take a nice breath in. And exhale, release. Shake the arms out. Lightly tap the upper trapezius right to the top of the shoulders. And tap down the arm, top of the arm, palm facing down, and then tap upper corner of the chest, back up to the top, and back up, and then just brush down, turn, shake and pull the energy off the neck, shoulders. All the tension drains down and release. Feel the difference. And on the side. So start with a fist, light fist. Take a nice deep breath into the neck, shoulders. And then work your way down. And palm flat. And work your way up. And back down. And then drag down. Pull the tension out of the neck, shoulders. Great. Shake the arms out. Next, hands on hips, rotate spine. Inhale as you go back. Exhale as you come forward. Feel your breath. Keep your knees slightly bent. Stay grounded on the earth with the feet. And reverse. And relax. Knees bend. Squat a little deeper through the hips and then rotate the hips. Get deep into those hips. Close your eyes. If they're feeling a little creaky, go slower. Make sure you push your hips all the way forward, all the way to the side, all the way back. Keep breathing. And reverse. So in the beginning of the class here, we're doing the usual releasing of the joints and releasing, shaking the body, opening the channels. Because to get into the awareness of the energy field, we need to open the channels up. The reason why is because when the channels are really clogged up, well, let's go Tibetan for a second. So when the Tibetans talk about the energy body, they say that the mind rides on the winds. So our mental state impacts the physical body. So when we're in a state of consciousness that is, you can say, dense or afflicted, we tend to congest, lock up, or tense up. And the flow of the winds or the chi or the life force gets stuck and diminished in the body. When we're in that state, it's more difficult to access these transcendent or non-dual states of consciousness or more subtle states of consciousness where we can feel what we might call the energy field. So we first have to remove and open up the channels, remove the obstructions so that we can access those type of states. Okay, back to center. Feet together, knees touching, rotate the knees. So the tension patterns in the body, according to some yogis, reflects the state of mind. So on one level, we are impacting the body and the subtle energy field, but also the mind as well through the practice. So when you do a good practice, your state of mind changes quite a bit afterwards. Get reverse. But this is also why it's good to train the mind itself through meditation, or in Taoist practice we call it Shen Gong. Shen means the mind or spirit, and Gong means to cultivate. So we want to do practices for training the mind. We want to cultivate virtue. We want to cultivate a calm state of mind. Bend and straighten the knees, and heal and transform the mind as well. Otherwise, you do Qigong every day, by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, an hour or two after your practice, you may notice that the body and the channels get congested again. So to have a prolonged experience of ease and freedom and subtle awareness, we do need to transform the mind as well. Okay, come on up. Shake the legs out. Take your feet wider, bend the knees, drop into the ground. We'll go into cloud hands. Soften the posture. So as the name implies, we want the arms to be light and soft like a cloud. Palms are facing towards the body. We're shifting the weight from one side to the other. And there's a bit of coordination involved here because you're moving your arms simultaneously. When you come to the sides, the arms are switching positions. One's coming up, one's coming down. And we're not twisting through the spine or torso so much. This is mostly through the hip flexor region. We're shifting the weight side to side. Relax the shoulders. Keep the elbows lower than the wrists and the shoulders so the shoulders don't tense up. If you want, you can close your eyes and just relax the awareness and soften the awareness in the movement. Go slow. Allow this to be a nice meditative movement. And notice if you do this movement correctly, you'll start to open up a feeling of buoyancy, lightness, spaciousness in the body. Whew. Now, after you've done a couple rounds with the eyes closed, try doing a couple rounds with the eyes open, keeping the gaze soft, opening up the peripheral awareness and vision. Can you feel not just the body, but the space around the body that you're moving through? And so the movement has a feel of stirring up the space, the chi and the space around the body. Let's go a little slower for a couple rounds. Beautiful. And relax. Arms to the sides. Bend the knees, sink, bring the arms up, inhale. And exhale, bring the arms down. Now we're going to add a little sway in the body here. So when you bring the arms up, you're going to sink back with the hips. And then when you bring the arms down, you're going to lean forward into the front of the feet and push the hips forward slightly. And I'll show you a side view just in a moment. So arms come up, we lean back into the hips. And when the arms come down, we lean forward with the hips rocking forward. Inhale. Slow exhale. Soft movement. Keep the body relaxed. Inhale. For some of you, maybe you can feel through this movement that when you inhale, when you push the hips back and you bring the arms up, you can feel a lift, a suction, where the chi, the energy is rising up and being pulled up. And there's a releasing, sinking action on the exhale when the arms come down. It's like a bellows where the arms expands, it suctions the chi and the energy and the breath up from the ground. And on the exhale, there's a softening and releasing. Again, relax your consciousness, your awareness, your mind. Drop into a sense of kinesthetic experience, feeling, sensations, and open and soften the awareness so you're aware of the body, but also the space around the body and the movement in the space around the body. Nice, a couple more. Inhale. And exhale. One last one. Nice, and then relax. Take a moment, take a pause, just stand for a second and notice how you feel. In your mind, let go of any idea, images that you have about your body and see if you can be with the raw feeling and sensation of the moment that's arising in your awareness. Okay, and then bend the knees. Take your feet slightly wider than your hips, feet parallel. Palms facing each other. Keep the wrists slightly bent so it's not locked straight, and the elbows are also slightly bent. From here, take the arms slowly out to the sides. Inhale. Exhale, bring the arms in towards each other, right by the lower belly. Inhale. And exhale. Now, when you bring the arms out to the sides, imagine you're pushing the energy around the side of your body and you're expanding your energy body, widening, pushing against the walls, and then as you exhale, softening back towards the center. Again, inhale, pushing from the center out to the sides, and exhale, back towards the center. Soften the gaze. If your eyes are closed, drop into a more expansive kinesthetic sense, feeling not just the body, but the space surrounding the body. Keep your knees bent. Stay rooted in the earth, grounded, tailbone down. Couple more. And exhale. Hold the ball in front of Dantian. Pause there. For some of you, you may begin to feel the subtle field around the body. You may notice that there's almost a sense that you can feel some sensation that extends beyond the body. There's a quality and sense that's developing in the field around the body. Nice. From here, similar exercise, but the hands now are facing straight towards the Dantian here. You're going to bring the hands forward and out. Inhale. And you can push the pelvis forward just slightly and open and expand the body. And then as you exhale, bend the knees. You're going to squat back in towards the hips and compress back towards the belly, towards Dantian. And again, inhale. Expand. And then exhale. Draw back towards the center. Sink into the feet. Bend the knees a little more here. Compress into the core. So feeling the Dantian and then expanding into the Wei Qi field, the energy field around the body. Allowing your awareness and gaze to come up and expand. So there's a feeling of your whole being gently expanding here from the core. And then slowly returning back towards the center, towards the core. Sink into the tailbone, into the ground. Pause if you need to, take it slow. Feel. I want you to really develop a sense of feeling in the practice where more and more you're thinking not so much and you're feeling and sensing more. And really pay close attention when the arms come out, when you're wading through the field. Can you feel something happening there? Really soften the arms, soften the body, soften the shoulders, soften the wrists. A couple more. Last one. Once you get the movement down, I'm just doing the same thing over and over, so don't look at me so much. Focus on your body. Stay with your own center. Stay with your own energy field. Good. And release. Pull down heavens once. Inhale. And exhale. Come down the center line. Bend the knees. Sink the energy into the ground. Part the hands. Now sink again. Gather the chi from the ground. Pull it up to the chest level. Turn the hands. Sink and press forward from the chest. Real gentle. Turn the palms facing each other. Inhale. Expand the arms out to the sides. Lean forward slightly into the chest. To the front of the feet. Open the heart area. Exhale. Bring the arms back in towards each other. Palms facing one another. Inhale. Pull back towards the heart. Exhale, bend the knees slightly and sink into your hips as you drop the energy back to the dantian, the lower belly dantian. From the lower dantian, inhale, pull back up into the chest, which is the middle dantian. Sink and press forward. Expand the chest, heart area, inhale. Exhale. Go slow. Feel the energy moving back, visualize it coming towards you, and then sinking down into the dantian. Visualize and feel the chi energy coming up into the heart. And imagine extending the energy forward into the field, and then expanding the energy field, bringing awareness and energy into your field, the field of the heart, expanding the energy field of the heart, and then bringing the hands back in, closing, drawing energy back towards the heart, and sinking back into your core, melting into the core, back into the center. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Draw it back. Now we're going to melt into the center and just hold it there again. Pause. Bring your mind and your awareness into the body, down into the lower belly, and center yourself. Now from here, pull back up. Inhale up into the head, up to the upper dantian. And exhale, expand the arms out. Now here, on this one, add a visualization. Inhale, gathering energy into the center of the cranium, to the center of the brain. A bright little sun goes off in the center of the brain and it's radiating light, and as you exhale, the light radiates outward in all directions, like a supernova, expanding. With some of these visualizations, for some of you, this might become a little too intense. You might feel tense or dizzy. If that happens, just ease up on the exercise, take a pause, let it go, take a break. Might not be ready for some of these meditations or practices, or it might be aggravating for your constitution. So please pay close attention to how you're feeling as you're doing these. Go slow. We're just going to do a handful of these, not too many. Okay, inhale, we gather the light into the center of the brain. As you exhale, you slowly feel the light gently radiating out, away from the head. You're feeling the energy field from around the head expanding and opening. Inhale right into the center of the cranium. And the energy field around the head, softening and gently and slowly expanding. Keep the breath nice and easy and gentle. Do your best not to be forceful with your intention. One more. Good. And then down. All the way down towards the navel, cross the wrists, pull the hands up, sink, press down, root, part the hands, turn the palms facing up. Inhale. Collect the energy up around the head, invite it into the crown, and funnel the chi down the central channel, all the way through the navel, through the base, pelvic floor, into the ground. Sink, bend the knees, drop into the earth, penetrate the earth, rise back up from the ground, raise the energy back up. See if you can begin to feel the circulation of the field of energy around the body, right to the center. So the body becomes hollow, empty, open, like a tube. And the chi surrounding the body can circulate through the body. And so in a very subtle manner, we're beginning to open up a non-dual state of consciousness as well. Right through the midline. Sink, bend, drop into the ground. Circulate, raise the chi up. Wall of energy rising up from the heavens like a waterfall, coming down right through the center line, piercing through the midline, down all the way into the ground. Sink. Inhale, lift. Gather heaven's chi right into the bai hui in the crown point, and then right through the midline channel, the taiji pole, central channel, pushing through from the pelvic floor into earth. A couple more. Last one. And then release, relax. Wuji stance, palms facing back, hollow in the armpits, bend the knees. Push the knees out slightly to the sides, drop the tailbone, chin tucked and crown pulled up. Close your eyes, bring awareness into the center of the body. And imagine that right beneath your skin, the inside of the body is completely open and empty and spacious. Hollow body meditation. Dropping the awareness into the subtle level, the space inside the body. Weight right into the center of the feet. So here, if you don't lean too far back or forward, and if you can hover right in the center, you also may get a nice buoyant feeling that accentuates that sense of spaciousness. Also do your best to keep the midline, the central channel, upright and open, tailbone down, crown up, which will also again accentuate a spacious quality. If you keep a hollow in the armpits, the tip of the elbows pulling out, and spread the fingers and gently draw down through the fingertips, again you'll generate a more spacious, open quality through the channels in the arms as well. And relax. Shake the legs out. Now let's do a little channel dredging. So rub your palms together, wake up your hands. And then from here, take your hand from the belly, inhale up into the chest without touching the body. My hands are hovering off the body. You're going to guide the energy down the arms. I'm going to come back up the back side of the arm. Then switch. Hand up, inhale. And exhale. Down the inner arm. Turn the hand up the back side of the arm. Switch hands, inhale. Exhale. And inhale. So again, we're moving the hand through the energy field. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And as soon as you get the movement down, don't watch me anymore. Focus on your own energy system and your body. I'm just here as a guide and as an example, but don't focus on me too much. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last round here. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And now, transitioning to the next one. Exhale all the way down the outer legs. You're going to come down towards the feet, over the tops of the feet. Inhale up the inner legs, again, without touching the body. It's guiding the chi up the channels without touching the body. Hands are off the body. Throat, face, turn the hands up. Reach up, grab the chi from the heavens and bring it down into the crown, guiding it down around the body to the channels. Over the tops of the feet, inhale up the inner legs. Exhale. Feel free to go slow. Take your time and feel. Quality over quantity of repetitions. See if you can feel the energy field that you're moving the hands through around the body. You feel a bit of a magnetic feeling or a tingle in the palms. Is the air around the body feeling a little thicker now? Tracing the outer body, guiding the energy down. Tops of the feet, come back up, inhale. And coming all the way up. Turn the palms facing back down, guide the energy back down. Shake it out. Now pause in Wuji again. See if the body is progressively feeling less and less dense, more open and hollow. Okay, take a break. Shake the legs out. Shake the arms out. Loosen up. Next, we're going to take the stance wider. Hips wider than the, feet wider than the hips. Bend the knees. Feet parallel. Drop tailbone. Turn the palms facing the ground like this. So the arms are out to the side slightly. The wrists are cocked, so the palms are facing the ground. Drop the shoulders, sink into the feet and ground. Bring your awareness down and feel the earth. And see how wide of a surface area you can feel. So you want to expand the consciousness and the awareness and feel the wide base of the earth and ground beneath you. See if you can extend your awareness forward, along the ground, to the sides, behind you, and then deep underneath the feet. So instead of being aware of the feet or just the immediate body, we're taking the consciousness and we're opening the consciousness into the field of energy of the earth. And you can do this with eyes open or closed, up to you. Keep the weight in the center of the feet. Now, while maintaining the shape of the posture, see if you can relax the body. Ungrip any unnecessary tension in the body. So we're doing some static holding here, anchoring the awareness into an expanded and grounded state. Opening up to the downward energy field of the earth. Nice. And then now bring the hands in and up. Chest level. Turn the hands and again sink and press out lightly. Palms facing out to the sides now. Notice my elbows and wrists are all softly bent. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Sink into the feet still. Drop tailbone, lift crown. Now the gaze comes up. Looking straight forward, open up the peripheral vision to the sides. So you're expanding the field of consciousness horizontally. Resting in awareness of the horizontal dimension. Expanding. See how far you can reach out with your presence and your consciousness without forcing, just by relaxing and softening. Whew. Make sure the root is stable. So we just established the root, so maintain that feeling of groundedness and root. Knees stay slightly bent. There's a sense of grounding into the feet, into the earth, as you're expanding outward. Nice. Next, and then bring the arms in, turn the hands, press up. Take the chin up slightly so the gaze goes up now. But make sure when you bring the gaze up that you're still establishing the ground and the feet firmly into the floor. And so you might even slightly get this two-way action where you're drawing down through the core into the ground, while from the upper abdominal heart area you're lifting upward in the opposite direction and stretching the midline and the central channel. Soften the heart and throat. Take the gaze up and expand the gaze outward. Imagine the sky, the expansive blue skies above you. Maybe perchance if you're doing this outside, be perfect. You can gaze out into the expansive blue sky and merge with the heavens. So Taoists believed in the human being connected to a larger system, a larger field of energy and consciousness, and they really believed on reconnecting to that field and drawing and connect and receiving and giving to that field, right? Exchanging energy with that field by connecting to those larger fields of existence and consciousness. So breathing in the sky and the heavens, a couple more breaths. I know this can get a little strenuous for your shoulders. Hang in there. Nice. Take a breath in. Turn the palms facing down and then gather the awareness back towards your midline and guide the energy back down. We're going to go all the way towards the earth first. Sink. Reestablish ground. One, pull down heavens. Reach up, circulate. Connect with the sky and bring it back down to the center line. And lower the arms down to the sides, back to Wuji. Bend the knees, hollow armpits, palms facing back with the fingertips pointing down. Chin tucked, crown up. And take several rounds of breath here. Just notice how you're feeling now. For some of you, you may notice some novel experiences in the sensation body. You may notice a modulation or a shift of state. And relax. Shake the arms and legs out. And let's play here. So let's put the hands in front of the dantian, lower dantian. So again, the hands are not touching, they're hovering off the body. Okay? The center of the palms are overlapping like this. And both palms, the center of the palms, are hovering a couple inches below the navel. Okay. Then we're going to circle and see if you can feel the qi, the rotation and circling of the energy in the field of energy around the body and also penetrating through the body. I'm going up the right side and down the left. They say for men you want to go up the right, down the left. They say for women you want to go up the left, down the right side. But I leave this up to you. Feel what feels the best for you. Follow that. Just slowly circling, hovering hands over body. Knees slightly bent, sinking into the hips. Now, as I'm circling the hands over my body, I'm also starting to move here. This might be complicated for some of you, so you may not want to do this, but I'm sinking, I'm shifting my weight to one side, I'm lifting back up as the hands come up, I'm shifting my weight to the side, I'm sinking. And I'm moving the body along with the hands. You don't have to do that. So if you want to, you can, but don't feel like you have to. Just work with what you got. And imagine harnessing and gathering the chi into the dantian and opening the flow of the chi through the lower belly dantian area. Okay, let's go up to the heart area, do the same thing. And we'll come back to the lower dantian in a moment as well. So again, center of the palms overlapping, hands hovering off the body, working in the energy field. So again, just notice how we're doing these movements, not even touching the body. But for some of you, you may be noticing an effect regardless. Strange, right? Okay. And then bring it up to the head upper dantian level, right in front of the third eye point, above the eyebrows, center of the forehead. Be sensitive, slow, and attuned. Feel the effect as you're doing it, so you can adjust your technique and you're not going too fast or forcing anything. Good. And just around the head, grab any tension or stagnation of energy. We're going to do a little dredging now. So imagine your energy hands, you're moving it through your energy field and you're finding any areas that feel stuck or dense and you're clearing the energy. So some energy hygiene here, cleaning up the energy field. So you can use what's called a fan palm, which is just the open palm that you comb through. If something feels a little thicker, you can use the tiger claw, where you curl the fingers and you comb through it and drag the energy out. And then lastly, there's the bellows palm, where you pull the center of the palm back as you grab energy. You pull the center of the palm back like that. It creates a suction and pulls things out. So these are all medical Qigong techniques that I learned from my Sifu, Jerry Allen Johnson. If you are ever interested in studying further, you may want to look him up. He's in Monterey, California. Okay. Now inhale. And do a pull down heavens. Flush the body, channels. Then gather to the dantian again. One more time, and then rotate the chi, store the chi. Imagine spiraling the excess energy into the dantian to center the energy. So sometimes when we open up subtle awareness or we expand into the energy field or into awareness states, we can become very expanded and almost ungrounded or a little out there. So it's good to ground ourselves, to return back to our dantian and our center as a way of stabilizing our system. It's one of the beautiful things about Taoist practice, the strong emphasis on centering and stabilizing the energy field through working with the root and the dantian. Okay, now bring the hands onto the body and just rub the body down, belly down. Take a deep breath into the belly. Wrap around the waist. Exhale, rub the kidneys, lower back down. Okay, rub down the legs, rub the knees. Great. Let's take a seat. We'll end with a meditation. So coming into a comfortable seated position. Just notice how you feel. So we moved a lot of energy. So what we're going to do here today at the end of the practice is do more of a passive sit, a wuji sit. Wuji wu wei. So no more doing, just resting and being and noticing. Once we harmonize the energy, expand our consciousness, and release the patterns of tension in the channel system, the more afflicted states of mind, mentioned in the sutras as the kleshas, or in Buddhism as kilesas, ignorance, grasping, and aversion, false sense of self, and holding on to staticness or fear of change, are released. And we're able to hang out in a state of rest and being and ease. So one of the major benefits of working with the subtle energy body in the proper manner is to be able to enter into a state of quiescence and peace, where there is clarity of awareness, restfulness, where the agitation is released, being run by the need to have something or to push something away. Those impulses diminish. And as a result, we're able to rest in contentment, in a state free of doing, where we can just simply be for a while. And recently we're in an opportunity where we have time, where we can spend more time in being, slowing down. But many of us will notice that there's a strong impulse to keep doing. It's almost as if we don't know how to stop, because the nervous system and the mind are agitated, and the energy body is stagnant and disturbed and agitated. So notice what it's like when some of that is released. And just allowing whatever is arising to unfold. Explore surrendering more and more deeply into what is, to allowing what is to arise, come and go on its own, with less doing and interference. Laying down the ego and resting in the observer. Nothing to do, nothing to fix, nothing to change, nothing to manage, nothing to protect oneself from. Okay, great. Palms together in front of the heart. Take a nice slow deep breath in. Long exhale. And with gratitude, thank you so much for coming to practice today. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. May we dedicate the good energy that we generate through this practice to all sentient beings, to all of our relations. Thank you.